where you are at in the world, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right. So today is July 8th, Wednesday, Mercury Day. So 7 and an 8 in the energetic air of 1, 7, 8, 1, which is a double 8, which adds up to a 16, which adds up to a 7. So sevens talk about challenges that we overcome for soul ascension. It also represents Christ consciousness. For those of you who are new to this channel, when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, right? And then leave me a comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are new to this channel and you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos, all right? This particular reading is for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is a midweek energy check-in for the weeklies. So we're checking in and seeing what's going on with the energies. How are you handling Mercury retrograde? We're going to check in on astrology here and see what's going on astrologically. Alrighty, so we have currently the sun in 16 degrees of Cancer, the moon in 26 degrees of Aries. So the moon in Aries makes us reflect on ourselves, identify with what is working and what is not working with the sun in Cancer, because the sun illuminates things. It brings things up, a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, a sense of success, but it also shows us what we're lacking out, just like the moon does. So it's in Aries. So Aries is the first house, which represents new beginnings. It represents identifying with what we are, who we are, a sense of water and fire, balancing out with the 2 and a 6. 2s represent balance and 6 represents balance as well. So we're definitely connecting with balancing out our emotions with the water and the fire. And this the fact that the sun, a fire energy, is in water, and then we got a water, which is moon, in fire. That's definitely a sense of balance here. Mercury is in 23 degrees retrograde in Cancer, so be aware of miscommunications, be aware of misunderstandings in the home front, with the people that you call family. It doesn't have to be family, but it definitely rules the home because Cancer rules the 4th house. Venus is in 28 degrees of Leo. Leo rules the heart space. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So Venus rules family, lover, business, friend in the star sign of Leo. With Cancer, Mercury being retrograde in Cancer, be aware of any agreements, any drama in the when it comes to relationships in the home space. For some of you, don't be afraid to let your guard down. Mars is in 6 degrees of Gemini. Mars is the planet of aggression, passion, action. In 6 degrees of Gemini, Gemini rules communication. So again, be aware of communication in the home space, all right? Jupiter is in 1 degree of Leo. Saturn is in 14 degrees of Aries. Now, these next 3 planets are all in 4 degrees. Uranus in 4 degrees of Gemini. Neptune 4 degrees in Aries, which just went retrograde. And Pluto is in 4 degrees of Aquarius, also retrograde. So retrograde means things that come back around. Retro, old things, old wounds, old people, old situations that come up that need to be addressed. With Neptune in 4 degrees of Aries, Neptune rules the house of illusions, our subconscious. It rules it rules Pisces, okay? So Neptune all rules the hangman. So taking a different look at situations, like going back and taking a look at a particular situation in your first house, when it comes to your attitude, when it comes to your identity, when it comes to first impression. All right. So the north node, the true north node is in 0 degrees Pisces retrograde. Lilith is in 22 degrees Sagittarius. Black moon Lilith in Sagittarius talks about free spirit, freeing yourself. Chiron is in 0 degrees of Taurus. So the north node, the true north node is in 0 degrees Pisces, and Chiron is in 0 degrees Taurus. For some of you, there could be a reset when it comes to money, and using your gifts and your talents in your spiritual node with the north node to make money. What do you do for routines? What do you value in life? What lessons have you learned? Okay. So that's a little bit about astrology. I am not an astrologist. I'm just telling you what I see on astroseek.com. All right, fire signs. So let's go ahead and get started with an angel message. What angel wants to come through for the fire signs? All right, we have an angel sideways. Yeah, you're being asked to open your mind. You need to open your mind to a different kind of a person. Your soulmate may differ from you, type of expectations. That makes perfect sense. So you need to open your mind and identify with a different kind of a relationship, because apparently if you're single, none of the other relationships that you've ever had have worked, right? Fire signs. All right, so you have a different type of a person who could be either coming towards you or around you. It is, they're like unusual, they're a unicorn themselves is kind of what I feel here. I got a lot of smoke blowing in my window to keep it, try to put that out because I have an insect burning too. Close this window. The gentleman is out there um, mowing the lawn, so to speak. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so be aware of somebody around you who's trying to deceive you. Your idea is finally got to please take action to bring your idea into fruition. So somebody is thinking, oh, well, let's just mask a situation and go in, even though they are in a third party situation. So they want to come in mass as a different kind of a person. But be aware of that because they're wearing a mask. Okay? For somebody out there. All right, so let's see what the energy is around the fire signs today. Midweek check-in. Midweek check-in. Yep, happy family. See the fourth house. So you may have somebody coming back around to you, fire signs, who is trying to, they think they have a brilliant idea to try to persuade you that they've changed, that they're not the same person as before. But in all actuality, this person's in a third party situation. They could have a family with somebody else. Maybe somebody who wants to lay the wrap to you. You can see all the colors of the rainbow on there. So remember, when our lights shine out into the world, we draw in all kinds of things, all kinds of bugs. Bugs are good, bugs are bad, bugs bite, bugs are poisonous, and so forth. So you got to take that in consideration. So we have the fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra, and then caring connection. So this person doesn't really care. This person doesn't really care about the connection. This person has a family already, but they're not, like, this person is a different type of a person. So you do have somebody, and you have the goddess of the moon. So somebody could be trying to play tricks on you with the goddess and the moon. Somebody could be trying to play mask themselves as somebody who's somebody who really cares about you, that they want to open up some sort of a connection with you. But remember, this person wants to come in and changed. I'm not in them third party situations anymore, but they haven't. This person doesn't truly care about you. All right, for somebody out there. All right, so let's see what the crows are warning the fire signs about. Yeah, something about a risk to open up the clam. See how he's trying to pull apart that clam. This person's just there what they need, and that's it. We have release. So yeah, how he's covered, like he's surrounded by stones. So this person may try to make you feel isolated. We have luck. So you're being asked to release it. So this is coming back around to be let go of. When the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore, it's time to let it go. This card may come to you when you need to help moving forward or accepting an ending. It's time to move on, rise up, and release yourself from the past. Yeah, that's right. And that's what the crows are telling you. It is time. It is time to move on. It is time to release yourself from this past situation. Because listen, this person's just going to come in and, like I said, try to pull on your heartstrings and tell you that they really care about you, but they don't. This person's in a third party situation. They have a family, right? They have a family. So luck is on your side. Once you let this go, once you release yourself from this past situation. It's a happy day for the crow who finds fish raining from the sky. Something good is coming. Be sure to position yourself in a place that will yield the best results. So something, this is what feel, fire signs. Something is coming to a complete ending here. And when complete ending happens and it's released, it makes room for something new. It makes room for a new luck, a new rich, a new beginning. Mercury's kicking my butt. I apologize. All right. So let's clarify the luck, or clarify the grief card. What does fire need to let go of? Yeah, this is a mirror your written sentence. So you could be mirroring something to somebody that you've already let this go. And now you're ready to open your mind to manifest luck for somebody out there. All right. Yeah, you can never forget the past unless you face up to it. So yeah, this is definitely something from the past that you have to face head on. When you face it, you release it, you let it go, and then there's a sense of happiness that comes your way. Somebody knows something is coming into alignment for you to become whole first, yourself be broken, so they want to break you, right? They want to break you. All right, so release, mirror sentence. Yeah, please do not disturb. So that's what I feel like you're doing. You're putting up that do not disturb sign. You don't want to be disturbed by the past no more. You've already let it go. You've already learned that lesson. You're ready to take the next step here, which is lucky you. You're ready to learn new things. And I feel like this is what you're doing. You are learning how to put boundaries up around you when it comes to past interferences, past people, maybe for some of you, even past family members, past third-party situations. If it doesn't make you happy, you're not going to, it's like you're going to put that boundary up around you. If it doesn't make you happy, you're not going to engage in it. You've opened your mind. You've taken the next step. You've learned this lesson already, right? So luck, give me some, okay, yeah, wish. A wish is being granted. Positive alignment. So a wish that you put out to the universe is coming into alignment for you. Why? Because for some of you, you have written something down and released it. For others of you, you are mirroring to another person who is masking something in their heart space, that you've let it go, that you put a boundary up, that you do not want to be disturbed. You're ready to take that next step. You're ascending. That's that 7 energy, the next step in your ascension process. All right. So let's get some more information here. Let's clarify, keep an open mind. So you're asked to open your heart and open your mind. Fire signs. Keep an open mind. Fire signs. Okay. So we have the King of Michael and a Strength card. So we definitely have Leo coming through here. We have a lot of Leo energy. So the King of Michael talks about the wisdom that you've gained The wisdom that you've gained through learning how to shift your mindset, from the woe is me, the victim, to, not feeling worthy of always being in third party situations, allowing people to come in and cause you a lot of grief and masking how they truly feel, right? So there could be some sort of a heart to heart conversation coming here where you're going to stand in your integrity and say, nah, I don't want to be in a third party situation. It's like you're standing around and you're saying, if you're not coming at me straight, then don't come at me at all. Leah talks about forgiveness. So you may be forgiven, finding forgiveness, opening your heart with the Leah card. So somebody is definitely standing in their power here. And somebody I feel is saying no, but in a very respectful way. Somebody has tamed that beast, not allowing drama to enter their boundary. Somebody gained a lot of information, wisdom, learned how to, you know, um, learn how to respect other people, such as, well, your belief system and my belief system may not be the same, but I respect you because, well, that's just how it is, right? Not everybody's going to be on the same page. So happy family, the energy of happy family. It's like somebody knows that they're not going to make everybody happy. So happy family. Give me a card for happy family with the energy around. So there's definitely some sort of communication coming in, something coming in quickly. The Ace of Ariel, somebody definitely, that adds up to a 9 of Wands. But the Ace of Ariel, or the the 8 of Wands, talks about something coming in immediately. Immediate communication, where two people are going to sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody may be passing somebody's advances here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse talks about lack of inspiration, a lack of sense of wonder. Somebody could be turning down some sort of an opportunity here. I see 911. I also see 11. Today is the 8th, and you take the 7 and a 1, adds up to an 8. I feel for somebody that realize how magnetic their thoughts are. So, but I do see a happy family here. Somebody doesn't, it's like they're turning down an invitation for maybe an intimate encounter for somebody here. Somebody may want to ask for forgiveness. All right. Release. This is a mirror sentence. Do not disturb. Ascending. Learning new things. Yeah, somebody's breaking free of that mental cage. Six of Cups. So we do have the double 8 here, which adds up to a 16, which adds up to a 7. So I feel like it's definitely releasing themselves from that mental cage. They're opening up their mind. They're no longer allowing some sort of drama for somebody here, but this is definitely somebody who wants to come in and rekindle something. Yeah, somebody's freeing themselves. And they put up a do not disturb sign. It's like, don't, I put up that boundary. Don't bring the drama here. I don't want it. I don't need it. So now somebody is starting to see something more clearly about how the head and their heart, when they put their head and their heart into alignment, they learn new things. They learn how to manifest. They learn how to open their mind to bring in positive alignment. This is good, but I feel like there was a major lesson learned. You can see on this book, a little book of spells. So somebody could have did something to get initiated into a coven is something else that I'm seeing. Eight of Ariel, yeah, mastering the craft. They master the craft to have the opportunity to go into the coven, third party situation. There's 3 people. 8 and a 3 is an 11. 11, 11. All right, so luck, positive alignment, and make a wish. Queen of Michael. So the queen, and we got the king and the queen coming through here in the upright position. So this is a matching pair. So Venus in Libra could, or Venus in Leo rather. Venus in, I think it was 28 degrees of Leo, is actually helping somebody to put their focus on. So this is somebody who says, okay, I'd rather focus on my career than be in a relationship with somebody who, you know, is very dramatic, like third party situations. Somebody is very childish, somebody who doesn't grow up. We have the 5 of Gabriel on its side. So this talks about, you know, they don't want the conflict. They don't want the drama. They put up boundaries. This also talks about somebody who was learning how to tame their conflict, tame that inner beast, realizing their strength and the courage, you know, the strength and the inner courage of the power of their words for somebody here. Yeah. Somebody went through a lot of pain and suffering here with the 10 of Swords. A lot of pain and suffering, a lot of betrayals over money, right? Somebody could have betrayed somebody for money, could have got paid to do something. Somebody could have got paid to study somebody. Yeah, somebody could have astral traveled here with the Knight of Gabriel. Somebody could have even astral traveled. All right, so we do have the King and the Queen of Michael. So the King and the Queen of Michael talks about a masculine and feminine, somebody who come into balance with their masculine and feminine energies. They knew exactly what to do and how to benefit from like the experience. They've learned their lessons. In other words, they learned their lessons. And they have learned how to shift that mindset, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, how to shift that mindset and stay objective, right? Stay objective, open their mind, open their heart. Okay, give me a final message here for the element of fire. Wait a minute, I need to clarify this Ace of Swords real quick. Clarify the Ace with the 8 of Swords on the Happy Family. 3 of Pentacles. So somebody did not want to work with another person. The 4 of Raphael, which is a 7 here. Somebody didn't want to work with somebody. So what they did was they either did some magic with the learning new things, either did some magic, or they're aware of somebody's emotions. So somebody's emotions could have snuffed out that fire and just made, instead of it having a huge flame, it was just a little one. It's like a candle that is just barely sparking. Somebody could have did some magic because somebody was upset. Somebody didn't want to work with them. So they did something, right? They did something out of an emotion here. 4-1. This message is coming to you. They did something out of emotion to try to block some sort of an opportunity, some sort of a collaboration, or this is somebody to try to block a collaboration. Somebody was being very immature. For some of you, I've been getting this too for the fire signs. You know, when you got out of your head, you literally found the missing piece of yourself. You found that missing little piece of yourself and you worked on healing that inner child wound. It's like you learned something. You learned what was really, you know, what the inner struggle was. And it had a lot to do with your inner child. So you had the confidence, right? You had the confidence to accept something from the divine, because the Four of Raphael taught, you know, they usually focused on these 3 cups where they're all tipped over from people who did not value them, people who did not appreciate them, people who did not see the earth, right? But here comes Archangel Raphael with that extra cup of love, bringing it in. So somebody is going through a healing phase here for somebody. Yeah, King of Raphael or King of Ariel. So you are going to have a wish is being granted where you're going to have something on a financial level that's going to be very successful. Somebody's going to be thrown in the sight when it comes to their self-employment. You need to review some sort of a document before you sign it. Make sure you look at it because, you know, they're telling you you have what it takes, right? This is an opportunity coming your way that's unexpected. So, yeah, they're telling you congratulations, you won the battle, right? You put up that boundary, you took your power, right? You had the power to stand your ground and bring yourself, do the work, do the inner work. Somebody is way off balance, though. So took something to the extreme. Somebody was hanging on. Somebody just wanted to hang on for dear life. So the fact that this is the little book of magic, and this card talks about magic. Somebody could have did some sort of magic here. All because somebody didn't want to work with the other person. They didn't want to break. So they tried to either tried to steal their idea, or they did steal their idea, and they went to lawyer, a judge, or something along them lines to make it own for somebody here. All right, give me a card. Earth Angel. So thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. So somebody is an Earth Angel, which means you are here on Earth with a very high calling, a very high divinity, which makes sense with the King and the Queen of Michael. Somebody has high divine authority. Somebody is not only divinely protected by the angels, but the earth is protecting them as well. So now, because somebody put the work in, they're benefiting from things coming into perfect alignment with to them. Like luck is on their side. So somebody's going to have to sit down and say, look, I'm working more on my business right now. I'm really not focused on love. Yeah, studying, learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. So somebody could have accessed your Akashic records by violating spiritual law for somebody out there. And we have signs from heaven. So somebody's definitely seeing the signs in their sleep, or they're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities here in the earth realm, such as 911. um, 1111, 888, 444. Yep, somebody is being called to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk, your third eyes open, the truth for what it is, and follow your intuition. And look, Jesus is done stepping up in the house saying, listen, you are not being condemned. You're on the path of the light. Fathering is possible at this time. There is karma that you're releasing. Moving on the drama, create your own path, make room for energy. And I feel like that's what you're doing with the 5 of Wands in reverse and the Strength card. You are releasing the karma. You're moving beyond the drama. You're putting a boundary around your space. You're protecting your energy. You're being called to action to do this. You're being called to perhaps use your third eye. You've learned the lesson, right? But every day you are learning while you're here on earth to bring the divine into Christ consciousness. So everything that you've experienced in your life has brought you to this point where you are here to, your calling is to help the humanity on earth to bring them into Christ consciousness. So everything that you've experienced all the life, all the trauma, all the pain, all the backstabbing, all the betrayal has been part of the plan to bring, for you to learn. You had to learn. This was all a learning process. 777. It was all part of your soul's growth. Yeah, so somebody's getting their karma. You need to trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You're loved unconditionally. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth, right? And then we have Archangel Michael's twin flame here. Faith, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. All right? Because we do have a boss figure coming through here, the King of Ariel, who is saying your plans are working out well. Professional financial success, right? Your dreams are about to be fulfilled. A wish is about to be granted. See the rainbow? You're about to be thrown in the spotlight. But before you sign any contracts, read them thoroughly. Read them thoroughly. There's definitely an opportunity coming your way here. All right. So there you go. Thank you for watching Fire Signs. That's what I have for you. This is a midweek check-in. Remember, stand in your power. It's a masculine and feminine energy. Speak your truth. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. Okay? Ask questions. This is luck is on your side. This is an important collaboration for your career purpose, and you had somebody who was mad because they're not going to be involved in it. So they may want to come your way in a third party situation, or masking themselves that they really care about you, right? But they don't. This is somebody who has abused their power with the goddess of the moon. This is somebody who abused their psychic power, abused their magical power. This is somebody who could be losing their intuitive gifts as well. Okay. So thank you for watching Fire Signs. Have a great day. This is your midweek energy check-in. My insight finally burnt out, but you can see I have a cloud above me. That was dragon's blood, because I had my window open. Dragon's blood to keep whatever's out there out there. All right. Have a great day, guys. I appreciate all your thumbs up.